morning, market snappers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right on the dot. It was usual, it was typical before the baby was born, but since the baby's been born, started 9:01, 9:02, 9:03. I think we've even gone 9:05, but this was the original pre-baby. We always started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We were doing every single day that the stock market was open. We would do a live stream, and I committed to that for 1 year back in September of 2023. Uh, Mentally, I committed to myself, and I said I would do it, and so I did it, and hold myself accountable to that. Obviously, when there is vacation or whatnot, you know, going to see family or our baby moon or whatever. Obviously, I missed those days, but other than that, I didn't take any stock market days off unless I was out of town or sick or something like that. Not because I was lazy, right? So, woo where we at? Where we at? 9 a.m. Taco Tuesday. The last live stream was Friday. We were doing every day the stock market was open. Then we dropped down to 3 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then on Friday, I said we're dropping down to 2 days, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We got Taco Tuesday. We got Thirsty Thursday. We'll definitely do Thursday this week, and then we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I got a lot on my plate. I got a lot going on behind the scenes, and a lot of good stuff going on. And many of you might have seen my post about my trading bot that it took over 2 years to get built, right? Over 2 years. It was like 27 or 28 months of working. It's not the first bot that I had built. It's just the first bot that I believe was good enough to like talk about openly. I wanted to get it as good as possible before, talking about it and having it ready for quote unquote prime time, right? So, 27 or 28 months, I can't remember when. It was like May or June of 2022. So the first version of it, but definitely wasn't ready for anything back then. But there we go. There we go. Yeah, it was Javier. Last week, it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And on Wednesday and Friday of last week, you must have missed it, obviously. I said that we're going to be doing Tuesdays and Thursdays this week. So I talked about it for 2 live streams. And so you must have missed the last 2 live streams. And so if you're pointing fingers or calling it out, you got to look in the mirror first. Because I talked about it. I covered it. I don't just surprise you. I talk about it. I covered it on the last 2 live streams, definitely on Friday. And said we'd be dropping down to Tuesdays and Thursdays. And it's possibly drop down to 1 day a week. And then we'll see from there. I don't know. We're doing Tuesday and Thursday this week, and then we'll see on Thursday. But I have a lot going on, and so we'll see how I'm feeling. I just need a lot more. I need energy, and these live streams take a lot of energy out of me, and where I could be possibly putting it somewhere else, focused on. But I'm gonna do Tuesday and Thursday this week, and then we'll see about the future after that. Shooter, by the way, welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, hello, hello. Yep. All right. So before we get started, before we get rocking and rolling over here, let's warm up the trigger finger. Oh, real quick. 2 years in the making. That's what I was trying to say. Meet my trading assistant, Baby Sniper. Image courtesy of Grok. A baby sniper over here, cyborg. 100% fully automated, and it's trading the 1-minute chart. Yeah, I'm a swing trader based off of the daily chart. And of course, I look at the higher time frames. I look at the lower time frames, all that stuff, right? So I'm a swing trader first and foremost. I do day trades from time to time. I have done scalps from time to time. But first and foremost, I consider myself a swing trader on the daily chart. However, going down this rabbit hole, I never thought it would ever be good enough to handle the 5-minute chart. I never thought it would be good enough to handle the 1-minute chart. I wasn't sure. I had a goal like 2 years ago. I had a goal to see if I can make it this profitable. And I wasn't sure, right? These are gross returns, not net returns, right? So gross return minus slippage, minus fees, minus commissions, blah, 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 right? Those are gross returns. I've been posting the net returns in the Discord, but on Twitter X app, I'll just post the gross returns. But that I specifically put in gross return because it's not net, right? And of course, you have to deduct any subscription costs. You have to deduct future possible taxes, all that stuff, right? So these are gross returns. And like I said, I'll share Baby Sniper's monthly results and journey on Twitter X app, gross returns. But in the Discord, every single day trade it takes, I post the net results. And then, of course, I have private. I am releasing it to the snipers. There's a wait list, and I'm working the wait list right now. And we just started working the wait list this week. We just created the wait list. So don't just go sign up on the wait list on the website if you're just trying to get the trading bot, because there's many reasons why I'm selecting people on the wait list, and that's because maybe they've been in there 2 years. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they've been in recorded coaching for at least 1 or 2 years. Maybe they haven't. Maybe it's just our cyber relationship, right? Going back and forth for a year, going back and forth for 2 years, based off of the answers on the wait list. There's many different factors I considered. Likability. Do I like you? Right? There's a lot of reasons that go into it. Even if I don't like you, you can meet the criteria. It's all right. It's fine. Or maybe I don't even know you whatsoever. There's people that are signing up that I have no interaction with. They were the silent snipers. And I don't even know who they are, but they've been in the Discord for a length of time. And so don't just go sign up just to get on the wait list, because there's no guarantee, and I may cap it and all that stuff. So just want to put that out there. But yeah, 2 years in the making. Great to see this, Jesse. Any particular reason for the 1-minute chart time frame to proof of concept, best return? Just interested in it. Yes, sir. I have my reasons why. But I'm not giving away the secrets on this one. It's a copycat league, right? It's a copycat league. I've caught at least 3 people, and if you're watching this, at least one of the 3 people I blocked, right? But at least 3 people have come into my Discord, paid for it, saw what I was doing. Obviously, they don't get the code or anything like that, and then recreated what I was doing, or trying to recreate what I'm doing, with whether it's indicators, Discords, blah, blah, blah. You have a right to do whatever you want. But just to let you know that, you're not going to keep experiencing what I'm doing, because I'm always, in my opinion, I'm always going to be one step ahead of you. Which means snipers are going to be one step ahead of you. So, but if you try to, if I inspired you, I'm not saying you copied me, but if I inspired you and then you try to make money off of it, and you're probably not coming back into the Discord, right? So you have to choose your path in life. So don't be surprised if you're not allowed back in. And if you're really blatant, you copied indicators, you copied Discord, you copied all that stuff, you're also blocked on Twitter. And maybe they're watching me on YouTube, but they won't be watching this live stream on Twitter. And because I have one of those as well. So That's all right. You can go do your own thing. You can copy. You try to recreate what I did after you were a member of my Discord, but you're not going to see what happens in the future. And I've already got. If I'm posting about stuff nowadays, I'm already on to the next move or two. Right. I'm always going to be posting publicly one or two or maybe even three steps behind what I already have planned out. So there's that. Discord members will always be the first ones to try out a new beta test. They didn't even know. Some of them knew. 99.99% of them did not know I was working on a bot the last 2 years. 1% or point, no, probably 1%, 99%, 1% knew about it, but neither of us, none of us, a couple of us didn't know we were ever going to get to these results. So that's a lot. Let's talk about the markets. That's enough, Jesse. But yeah, yes, sir. I have my reasons why. But that's it. You're not the public Twitter and the public YouTube is not getting any details out of me. And unfortunately, since there are people out there who joined my Discord who tried to recreate the indicators, who tried to recreate the Discord and then make money off of it and cancel the subscription with me, since there are at least three people that I know of that did that already, unfortunately I was going to give out the details of the trading bot. I can't do that now. I'm not doing that. No way. No way. Once I saw that, I've given away too much already. I try to help people the best I can, but when there's blatant copying me and try to recreate it and then cut me out, it's like, nah. Then don't mistake, as they always say, don't mistake kindness for weakness, right? So I try to be kind, try to help people, but when you try to cut me out of it and recreate as I inspired you, I'm not saying you're copying me, but it's a copycat league, and so we'll just go on from there. But let's get back onto it. But yeah, that was a big, exciting announcement. Been waiting to post about that for a long, long time. So let's smash that like button. Help me, help you, help me. Repost button. And throw in a quick emoji. It takes about 5 seconds. I appreciate it. And helps the algorithms out, right? So Bitcoin. First half of the live stream, we'll cover Bitcoin. The altcoins continue to go through a bottoming phase. When it ends, nobody knows. I don't have a magic crystal ball. We'll talk about the indices, probably the Magnificent Seven, any other stocks or crypto assets that jump out at us, probably the VIX, dollar, all that stuff, and probably gold. And the second half of the live stream, make sure to put in all your chart requests. We'll chart it. We'll chart it. Put in all the details. Put in your chart. Oh, I'm gonna run out of water. Woo! 13 minutes in. All right. Put in your chart request, ticker symbol, whether it's crypto or stock, blah blah blah. Let's keep the live streaming without any delays, stuff like that. Lawrence, welcome back, my man. Thank you for always smashing the like button, not only on YouTube, but on Twitter as well. You're double apping over there. What up, snipers? What up, Zach? What up? What up? What up? Taco Tuesday. Zach never understands why people copy paste ideas of others. Yeah, well, people are opportunistic, right? You can do that. You can go into the Discord. You can try to recreate what I'm doing. You have that right. You paid for the subscription. Just know you're not coming back, right? If you do that, in my opinion, you're burning that bridge. So if you want to be a part of it, cool. Don't do that. If you don't want to be a part of it and you want to do your own thing, that is your choice in life. Uh, you know, so I understand why, Zach. Just know that if you do that, uh, I'm not going to be like, what was it, Shark Tank? Uh, they call him Mr. Wonderful. He's like, you're dead to me. I'm not going to say you're dead to me. I'm just going to say that you're no longer welcome in the Discord, and you'll be, you won't be a part of it anymore. So you can definitely choose to do that, but it's short term thinking versus long term thinking, and maybe maybe multiple people think they can do it better. That's cool. Do you? But just know that's a deal breaker for me. So because I'm sharing all these details, and so if you go do your own thing, then that's on you. Just know that. Just know that. But yeah, I understand why they're trying to do it. They're opportunistic, and they want to make their own path in life and make their own money. And hey, I'm not going to fault anyone for that. I'm just going to say that if you do it, and then you're no longer you're going to be in the Discord, or if you already canceled, you won't be coming back, right? So sorry, not sorry that you're not sorry for doing what you did. So it's all good. Well, I mean, it's not like they copied my code, right? The code is not available. So they can they can take ideas and recreate it. It happens all the time in business. Like if you're in business, it happens all the time, right? It's a copycat league in the businesses. If you watch the NFL, if something is working on offense, other coaches try to implement it. So uh, you know, it it's part of the nature of business and competition and stuff like that. So it's a compliment, but also know that if you're doing it, uh, that's it, right? That's it. So, but I understand it, and it's about competition, all that stuff. So all good. Not worried about it. I'm just saying that if you do it, then bye. There you go. Let's see, Bitcoin, $62,300. Kind of flat today, right? It was up a little bit. It was down a little bit. Let's see. It wicked up to 63,235. Still underneath the red trending dots, right? So we're somewhere in between. Is it going to make higher highs, or is it going to make higher lows? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll take a look at it. Never got back above over here. As of right now, yes, it closed above it, but then dumped straight back down. So this is a lower low. Is this going to be a higher high than here? I don't know. It's not confirmed yet. Is this going to be a higher low? I don't know. Not confirmed yet. We had the green arrow going upwards. We had the red arrow going downwards. It was actually over here, right? And so that's where we're still at right now, right? Still below the trending dots. If price is going to put in a higher low, I would actually expect it to hit target 3 and target 3 or target 4 first. So if you got this move here, like this move, you'd have like target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4, right? So eyeball test, maybe you'd have it see it price hit target 3 and then bounce, and that would be your higher low. That would make more sense to me. Or price comes down like this, his target 4, finds support, and that is your higher low. I'd be more surprised if this was your higher low. So let's see. Let's kind of change this so we can see it a little bit better. This would be yellow path. Yep. Right. Yeah. So that's that. So his hit 2 out of 4 targets so far. I had it mapped out earlier, but then I didn't draw the boxes on it. But target 3 has not been hit yet. Target 4 has not been hit yet. So we'll see how it plays out. And then, of course, put another red arrow down there. If it does not find support, if price does not find support at target 3 or target 4, then see red arrow down and see some much lower prices after that, in my opinion. So, and then of course, it most likely be taking out this pivot point over here, which would be putting in another lower low if these targets don't get hit. If these if these targets do not hold as support, right? So that's the daily chart. Remember, the cautions are, which we've talked about on every live stream. Every live stream we've talked about it. We covered it. Let's go to the weekly chart. Putting in lower highs, putting in lower lows on the weekly chart. RSI sell signal back on April 2024. No buy signal as of yet, right? So that's a caution. There is a green trending dot, though. There is a green trending dot. So that is one positive, right? That is a positive that there is a green trending dot. Doesn't mean it'll last, but it is something to note. Let's see what else. What else? Let's go to the 2-week chart. A negative is price is still back below the red trending dots on the 2-week chart, right? The red trending dots on the 2-week chart. You got the RSI sell signal since June 2024, not seen since 2021, right? So we had that RSI sell signal back in June, like we've talked about, we've covered, not seen since 2021. That's not a great sign. And after that sell signal, even though there was this epic bounce, price did come back to the 200-week moving average. 200-week moving average is currently just under $40,000 at $39,955. Whew. 3-week chart, similar thoughts. RSI sell signal May of 2021. There hasn't been an RSI sell signal on the 3-week chart since 2021. Let's see, MACD. There is a bearish crossover followed by another bearish crossover, right, on the 3-week chart. And we had another. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. It's almost like deja vu, right? It's not a good situation right now. Had a MACD bearish crossover on the 3-week chart. Then it had a bullish crossover, and now we have another pending MACD bearish crossover on the 3-week chart. That's not good. That is not good. That is not good. That is not good. The sharpshooter candles 3.1 is picking that up. One thing to note, it's a 3-week candle. It takes time for it to play out. This one will not close until October 21st, right? Started, when did it start? Did it start today? No, September 30th. Okay. So September 30th, still have about 2 more weeks left, but it seems like it's going to close that way. So there is a MACD bearish crossover on the 3-week chart. There's a MACD bullish crossover on the 3-week chart, and now it's crossing back over. It's not a good situation, right? So chalk up another negative on the higher time frames of why prices could come back down the 200-week moving average. David, MSTR, MicroStrategy, which typically is correlated with Bitcoin, is weirdly pumping while Bitcoin is not. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what we always talk about, or what I always talk about, obviously none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. And obviously, this is for hopefully we find some entertainment along the way, like making fun of me for my pronunciations. But Trade each chart individually. Yes, some of them are lagging. Yes, sometimes there's a leading indicator with another chart, but first and foremost, always trade the chart in front of you first and foremost. It's like giving partner to that leg up from 49,000 if you measure the whole leg. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Not sure what you're talking about, Zach. Okay, 3-week chart. What else? What else? 3-week chart. 3-week chart. MACD bear cross pending on the 3-week chart. So crossed over negative, crossed back over positive, crossed over negative, crossed over negative back here in May 2021, crossed back positive, and then crossed back negative. Woo! Ethereum came all the way back down the 200-week moving average, right? RSI sell signal. Let's get back. Let's go up. Let's go back on the lower time frames. 2-week chart still bearish. Excuse me, still bearish in 2-week chart. Reversal candle, reversal candle. Here we are. Weekly chart. All right. And daily chart. So there we are. There we are. Still bearish on the daily, still bearish on the weekly, still bearish on the 2-week chart. Solana, bearish on the daily chart. Bearish, flipping back bearish on the weekly chart, but never had a buy signal on RSI. Had the bearish divergence on the weekly chart, followed by the reverse candle, followed by a lower high over here, and then possible lower highs over here as well. And it's starting to look like we're going to see much lower prices. Well, not much lower prices. Seems like we're going to see lower prices on Solana. So if you got the eyeball test here, target 1, probably target 2, target 3, target 4, right? Probably something like that. It's possible. It's possible. Remember when I was calling that out back over here, right? I do. Salamandran does. He does his live streams. Let's see. How are we doing? Are we? Yes, we passed Kelly. My guy, Kelly. We passed him. There we go. We passed him. 437 viewers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We passed him. Yeah, back over here. Price was at $180 in December 2021, right? And I had targets all the way below 100, all the way down at 80, all the way down at $60. And I direct messaged my guy, Salamandran, and I said, hey, be careful about buying at 180. Obviously, not financial advice, but I have targets much, much lower. And at the very least, I think you could get it at lower prices. And he thanked me. He gets to give me multiple awesome shout outs on the Twitter X app. I appreciate that. And I was proud to say that it saved him some money, even though I don't give financial advice. But yeah, I had direct messaged him back then, 2021. And so here we are. Talked about it back here that we could see prices below 100, below 80, below 60. I think I had targets around 40 or something, and we went even lower than that. So, so here we are again. Probably target 1, probably target 2, probably target 3 and target 4 are below $100 again, right? So we'll see if that happens or not. I don't have a magic crystal ball. I don't. No. No, I don't. No, I don't. Let's see. We're gonna keep the drawings off a little bit more today, but we'll look at different time frames, and then we'll put targets back on or anything like that if we need to. But we'll see how the week closes. The baby tired me out last night. She's got this new thing. She's flipping around. She's 15 weeks old, and while she's sleeping, she's not just sleeping on her back anymore. Now she's flipping around onto her side and then flipping herself onto her stomach, and it's making me nervous. Everything that we've read or watched, that if they get themselves into a situation, they usually can get them. They they most likely get themselves out of a bad situation, but we're first time parents, and first-time parents a little bit more concerned probably than the second, third, or fourth kid, like my best friend who's got 4 kids. And so here we are, keeping a close eye on her the last 3 or 4 days because she's got this new trick to flip herself onto her belly while she's sleeping. And what was it, 3 days ago, she fell asleep with the pacifier was out of her mouth and the pacifier was like on her cheek. And so it was like the pacifier was indented into her cheek. She put all her weight on it, was passed out. I'm like, oh my goodness. So she's got me nervous. Dad's not sleeping 6, 7 hours anymore. Like I was. I got a good month out of it. But concerned dad over here, waking up more often, checking the monitors, blah, 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 blah. So a little bit more tired today. Caesar, welcome back. Good afternoon. Buenos tardes. Buenos tardes. Oh, there's some entertainment for you. My pronunciation. Did I say that correctly? Is that right? I know buenos dias, buenos noches. I think it's buenos tardes. Tardes? That's terrible. Terrible pronunciations. There we go. There we go. Solana. What else? What else? Still bearish on sand weekly chart. Ay, ay, ay. Still bearish on sand daily chart. Is the low in over here at 20 cents? It's still possible. That's putting in higher lows and going through a bottoming phase. G-Rod, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back. Zach, yep. C, Buenos Tardes. Yes, there we go. My baby's not going to learn very good Spanish, but she'll learn. I don't want to teach her all. I know mostly bad words in Spanish. That's because in the neighborhood I grew up in, that's what I was taught. And only took like 2 years of Spanish in junior high, so that doesn't even count. I learned more Spanish, from friends. And of course, they only teach you the good stuff or the bad words, right? So that I probably know more of that, but I'm not going to say it on here. But I do know buenos dias. I do know buenos tardes. Oh, it's terrible, terrible, terrible pronunciations. Buenos noches, cerveza, muy, muy, muy. All right, we'll end it there. Let's keep going. I'm already at 33 minutes. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Sand, still bearish on the daily chart, weekly chart. Near, currently bullish, but even on the daily chart, had that reverse the candle prior to coming back down. And then, of course, it's just battling around the 200-week moving average that we've had it since August 11th. What'd you say? Yeah, I don't know why they stick. Probably because they're more fun, the more entertaining, right? Filecoin. Plus, I learned those as a kid. So I think I read or heard somewhere that if you learn a second language before you go through puberty, I don't know if this is true or not, but before you go through puberty and you go through all of those adulthood, teenage changes, then it sticks a lot better with you and you can learn new languages easier. So I wish I would have learned a lot more Spanish before all that happened. I'm not sure if that's true or not. That's just what I've heard. So who knows let me know if anyone else has heard that. But yeah. Filecoin, bearish. I mean, all the altcoins are going to look very similar. Algo, weekly chart, still bearish on the weekly chart. Had that reverse candle over here. Had that bearish divergence. Did it? Yeah. Slight, very slight bearish divergence, followed by reverse candle, right? So still bearish on the weekly chart. They're still trying to find bottom. The trend can be your friend until the end. Yes, you can take swings based off of lower time frames, but if you're buying dips in an overall downward trend, you better sell those rips, right? If you're using a buy button in an overall downward trend, you better be also utilizing that sell button. Dot, AVAX, Chainlink, Fetch.ai, Rarible, Rari, NASDAQ, right? Let's go on the daily chart. So here we are on the daily chart. Will it put in a lower high? We don't know yet. Is this a higher low? Possibly. Is possibly, right? So we still have that question mark up here. Will it get back above here? With daily candle closes back above, about 20,900 on the NASDAQ futures. There is bearish divergence. Could be going through a topping pattern. It takes time to play out. We'll see what happens. SP 500, bearish divergence. Will it make new all-time highs? We don't know. It's possible. Dow Jones, pending RSI sell signal over here. Another one, bearish divergence. Will it continue higher, or will it put in a lower high at some point and then start a new trend lower? There's gaps below. Not necessarily large gaps, but gaps nonetheless. Not all gaps get filled, but gaps work great as targets, as I have always said for a while. Russell 2000 looks a little bit different. Could be this could be a possible lower high. It's below the train dots, so we'll see. The dollar had that breakout buy signal. 2 out of the 4 targets have been hit to the upside so far on the dollar. That's the daily chart. The weekly chart, there's no buy signal yet, but the weekly chart is back above the trending dots. Something to pay attention to. Could have found support of this 200-week moving average. It hadn't retested the 200-week moving average since January 2022. So here we are. Retested it. Took a long time for that to happen. What else? The VIX. We'll look at gold too. The VIX is bullish on the daily chart. Still could be letting the trending dots kind of catch up. The weekly chart on the VIX is bullish. This is based off of the log because it's a long time. I like to put on log when I'm looking at the higher time frames and drawing it out like that. Bullish on the weekly chart. Still currently back above the trending dots. Gap up $36. Bullish on the 2-week chart on the VIX. It's not good for the markets if it's going to be pumping this hard. Usually, not always. Usually, last buy signal on the 2-week chart was July 2024. I'm always messing with the mic now. There we go. Monthly chart, pending buy signal on monthly chart this month, last month, and August. I can't remember if it was pending buy signal July and April. I think it was when it spiked up around that 200-week moving average. I'm pretty sure there was a pending buy signal. So pending buy signal, I think 5 out of the last 7 months. So there's still a lot of time left in this month, but the probabilities are increasing that we finally see a buy signal on the monthly chart. At the same time, it would close above the downward trend line for the first time. For the first time, it would be a candle close above that. For the first time, it would be a buy signal in a very long time. In the first time, it would be a candle close back above the 200-week moving average. We're talking about a lot of firsts in over a year and a half, right? So probably nothing, but definitely something. Tesla John, welcome back. Long time. Oh no, I'm in the path of the eye of the hurricane. Hopefully we survive this unscathed. So are you in Tampa, Florida? Tesla John? Oh man. Yeah, I've been watching clips and stuff of just craziness from the last hurricane uh that went all the way through like Ash, North Carolina. Whew. Not gonna talk about it too much. I'll probably get sad. I want to keep it together on the live stream, but my heart goes out to everyone that's battling that. It sounds like there's a lot of unaccounted for people, right? Sounds like the response, there are people helping out there the best they can. Regular people. I'm not sure if the government's helping or if they were delayed on helping or whatever. I'm not going to get into all of that. Uh, wish there could be more help. I don't know. I have many thoughts of wanting to go help. If I didn't have a newborn, uh, I don't know. I'd be very, very tempted, even though I'm all the way in California, to want to try to go help over there, physically, stuff like that. It was people devastation, right? It's crazy, crazy devastation from the last hurricane. I think it was it Helen or Helene? Did you pronounce it Helene or Helen? Oof, brutal. And then Tampa just went through it all. And to think that me and my wife were on our baby moon back in March, and since then, already one hurricane's gone through Sarasota. That's where we were at, Sarasota or Siesta Key, and we were just there. It was a beautiful, amazing place. It was our first time there. We've been to Florida before, but not Sarasota or Tampa or Siesta Key. And since then, there was one hurricane, and now it's right in the path of a second hurricane. We got friends there too. Just brutal. People are getting wiped out of their houses. Insurance is tripling. It's not good for the housing market in Florida. Interest rates are high. Oh man. Oh, even if you survive the hurricane, hopefully you survive because you can always rebuild. It's not going to be easy, but it's better to be alive and your family safe and rebuild financially. Hopefully you've got insurance. Hopefully the insurance pays up. Hopefully everything, it's just a step back in the road that you can rebuild. Health number one, but brutal, 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 brutal. I remember when my aunt lived there too, talking about the hurricanes. She lives in South Carolina now, retired. It's interesting. She lived in Florida, which is usually a retirement state, and then retired into South Carolina. Uh keep me posted, John. Keep me posted. Yeah, 5-0. My baby's a good luck charm. She only knows the Vikings being 5-0. She only knows her dad being fantasy football team being 5-0 as well. So she's my good luck charm right now. But 17 years of my fantasy football league. I'm the commissioner of a family and friend I hit the mic. Thanks for letting me know, Lawrence. Oh, I hit the mic. I hit the mic. I hit the mic. I was just, you didn't miss anything on the charts. I was just talking about Orlando and the East Coast, stuff like that. Sorry about that. 9:44. Oh, so it's only a minute. Okay, cool. What's up with Ferrari? Never heard of it. Does it have volume? Yeah, sorry, Lawrence. Thanks for letting me know. We caught it early. We caught it early. Okay. Mic check 1, 2, 3. We're good to go. Yeah, the microphone, if I accidentally hit it, yeah, it's cool. If I accidentally hit it, the mute button, it turns red. So I can see it, right? I just didn't know that the first time it's ever happened. But I didn't know I just hit it and flipped it red. So thanks for letting me know, Lawrence. Appreciate that. All right, should be good to go. All right, so that's the VIX. Let's look at gold spot. Where's gold spot? We're already 46 minutes in. PayPal. Oh, yeah. PayPal. There we go. We've talked about it. We've covered it forever, right? We've covered it since all this bullish divergence. Talked about it on the live stream. Remember, we started the live stream since September. Talked about that the bottom could be in at $50 and whatever cents it was. I said the bottom could be in. We don't know for sure. Then it was looking like a possible higher low. Then looking like a possible higher low. It was at like $55 when I said that. Didn't know for sure. We don't have a magic crystal ball, but it's been overdue, right? It's been overdue. It's bullish on the 2-week chart, 3-week chart. Not the monthly chart yet, but the 3-week chart. The weekly chart has flipped ultra bullish. Breaking news. Breaking news. It's flipped ultra bullish. $81, right? Woo-wee. Since July, let's see, since this breakout back over here, it's up 36%. Outperforming Bitcoin since July. Ugh, right? Bitcoin's been basically flat since July and or trending downward. PayPal is up 37% since then. So there's always opportunities out there. I'm a swing trader, and it's ultra bullish on the weekly chart. It's probably ultra bullish on the daily chart. At some point, there's going to be a pullback along the way, but the higher time frames are still bullish. So at some point, there will be a correction, and then I'm expecting buy the dip opportunities based off of higher time frames. It's always possible that it doesn't, and it just goes straight all the way to the moon, right? So that's PayPal. Where's gold future? Gold spot. Yep. Pending sell signal on gold spot. After bearish divergence. Seems like it's due for a correction, right? Seems like it. Due for a pullback and a correction on gold, right? So if you're looking from this pivot point over here to, is this gold? No, it's silver. This is silver. Oh, this is silver. Oh, okay. I mean, it's gonna be very similar to gold, probably, right? All right, this is silver. Oh, Jesse. Oh, Jesse. Silver has bearish divergence followed by a pending sell signal today. So if we look at this pivot point over here, and maybe this pivot point over here, probably target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4, right? So we'll see what happens on silver. Gold that we've been talking about also has bearish divergence, right? So if you look at this pivot point over here, could be a buy the dip scenario. However, bearish divergence could be silver, could be leading the way with a pending sell signal. Could be a pending sell signal on gold here in the near future. We'll see what happens. Got has not retested 200-week moving average in a very, very long time. Do we still have log on? Oh, Jesse. Oh, Jesse. There we go. Right. So let's see. Eyeball tests. You got the pivot down here, possibly up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch out for the 200-week moving average. We don't know. But that's gold. That's silver. Probably a pending sell signal in the near future. I don't know what I'm doing, but let's see. Hold on. The bearish divergence does not go all the way back there. It goes from right there, though. So, right? Maybe this is like lower, though. Maybe it's like that. I don't know. This is an eyeball test. Keep that in mind. And it could take a while to play out, right? So, something to be aware of. If you're in gold and trading gold, what else? Magnificent 7. We're already 51 minutes in. We're going to go a little bit. NVIDIA still battling. Possible it puts in a new all-time high, right? Possible. Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla. Not much has changed from what we've talked about. Apple. We had the green arrow out here, red arrow down there. Apple has not retested the 200-week moving average since January 2019. Google, basically how we drew it out, right? We'll see what happens. And then SPY. That's about it. What else? Jesse. What else, Jesse? Hut. Oh, someone mentioned MicroStrategy. So you got Hut, pending sell signal, only hit 2 out of 4 targets. Bitfarm, CLSK, 1 target, 1 target, 1 target. Riot as a MACD above 0 pending, but it's flat today. Pending sell, flat. Lemonade, bearish still. Labu, bearish still. Upstart, flipping back bullish, right? Pending RSI buy signal. Already had a buy signal. It's possible it puts in a lower high for at least a short-term correction. What else? Snow looks bottomed. Woohoo! See you at 6 a.m. Oh, wow. Okay, Grant. Okay. Hopefully, Grant. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about our appointment. Hopefully. I'll look. I haven't looked at the Calendly, so let me double check and get it everything scheduled for you, and hopefully we're good to go. So if not, I may have to reschedule for tomorrow, possibly, but I'll let you know. Sorry. Hopefully. Ugh. There's like one piece to the puzzle. I was going to do, so I should probably wrap this up. What else? Oh, MicroStrategy, right? Ultra bullish on the daily chart. Is it leading the way? Is it leading the way for Bitcoin? It's possible. So it's possible if it's going to make a new all-time high. G-Rod, was that G-Rod? Who did it? Oh no, David Fletcher. Typically it's quarterly. Bitcoin is weirdly pumping. Well, yeah. So had that buy signal. Looks like it was going to put in a higher low, possibly, and then now it's ultra bullish on the daily chart, taking out the former all-time high over here, March 2024. That could be a positive sign for Bitcoin, right? That could be a positive sign for Bitcoin. So we're going to keep our eye on that. You got target 1, 2, 3, and 4. Flipped that resistance into support and then broke above it over here like that. The weekly chart, bullish, right? 2-week chart, bullish. 3-week chart, bullish. One thing to be concerned about, though, or aware of, is that it could be something similar to 2021. And we've talked about this. We covered this. This is not new. We've been talking about basically all of 2024. MicroStrategy had an RSI sell signal on the 2-week chart in June 2024, very similar to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin had the RSI sell signal in 2021, price still had an epic bounce and made a new all-time high. It's possible MicroStrategy is doing the same thing as what Bitcoin did in 2021, whereas MicroStrategy did not have an epic bounce after the RSI sell signal like Bitcoin. So what if they're just like trading spaces? And we'll see. We'll see how it plays out, because MicroStrategy had an RSI sell signal in March 2021. Never had that epic bounce to make a new all-time high. Still had a good bounce. Still had a good bounce from here to here of 110%, but didn't have the new all-time high bounce like Bitcoin. So RSI sell signal back here in June. It's getting a very nice bounce right now, and that bounce is possibly making a new all-time high and possibly having a 92% bounce. So as of right now, wick to wick. So it's, if you're in it to win it, maybe you're trying to push it, right? But it's cautiously optimistic right now with the RSI sell signals on the 2-week chart. There's no buy signal as of yet. Maybe it's going to lead the way and let us know what's going to happen. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Snow? You want to look at snow? Do I have that on here? I don't know if I have snow on here anymore. Snow. Weekly chart is still bearish. That was a 2-week chart. The weekly chart is still currently bearish. G-Rod. Daily chart, it's possible. It, like you said, looks bottomed, right? It's been going through a bottoming phase this entire time, right? But like what we've learned from PayPal is that it can remain, it could be going through a bottoming phase for a very, very long time, and it could take a while for the ship to get turned around. So you can see the bullish divergence back here. Guess what? There's bullish divergence this entire way. That's all bullish divergence. And it still could take time putting in higher lows for the ship to get turned around. It could still take some time for it to play out. Could the bottom be in at what is it? Bottom wick down to 107? For sure. The bottom could be in. Not confirmed yet. There's a massive gap up there though. Massive gap. That gap is not massive. It's a big gap though. There's a lot of similarities on this one as to PayPal. There's that big gap down. There was bullish divergence for a while, but if it's similar to PayPal, you can see. Do I have it close by? It may take a while, right? It could take a while for it to play out. Right? PayPal kind of did that or is doing that. So you have all this, then you have all this, and at some point, right? Some point breaks out and starts taking off to the upside. So that's no. I think that's it. I think we're gonna call it right at 1 hour. Yep. Yep. Be interesting to see because MicroStrategy is starting to make a move higher, make a new all-time high. Bitcoin is not right now. Bitcoin made the new all-time high in 2021. MicroStrategy did not after the RSI self-signal on the 2-week chart. So one or the two, we'll find out. We'll see what happens with that. Thanks for all of your support. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for smashing the like button, hitting the repost button, sharing with all your friends and family and your cyber friends on Twitter and YouTube and all that stuff. Twitter X app. With that, we'll see you on Thirsty Thursday. Have a good rest of your day. Later.